listen,
I got an idea.
guys, I picked up this super cool book of prophecies. It's amazing.
What's it called?
Have you guys ever heard of Baba Vanga?
No, I haven't.
I have not.
What?
Sorry. Baba Vanga was a mystic, a Bulgarian healer, clairvoyant, and herbalist. She is known as the Nostradamus of the Balkans, proved to have a gift of making incredible, accurate predictions of the future. Over 85% of her predictions have allegedly come true.
Wow.
Born January 31st, 1911, as Vangila Pandeva Dimitrova in Strumica, Ottoman Empire, present-day Republic of Macedonia. Thank you. Her father was an IMRO activist, which is Internal Macedonian Revolutionary Organization.
Nice.
Conscripted into the Bulgarian army during World War I. Her mother passed during this time, and this left Vanga dependent on the care and charity of neighbors and close family friends for much of her childhood. Her father married again when he returned, and after the war, Strumica emigrated from Bulgaria to Serbia. The Serbian authorities arrested her father because of his pro-Bulgarian activity. They confiscated all of his property, and the family fell into poverty for many years. Even with all this tragedy in her life, people would say Vangelia had a very calming disposition about her. She showed an inclination and curiosity about natural homeopathic ways to heal people at a very young age. Then, when she was 12 years old, she experienced a terrible accident. A tornado lifted her up and slammed her on the ground, injuring her head, with sand and dirt lodged into her eyes.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
She couldn't open her eyes. The pain was so horrible. Unfortunately, her family did not have enough money to have her injuries properly treated and could only afford a partial operation, leaving her sight to diminish.
So she was fucked up forever.
Yes.
Okay.
And what year was that again?
She was born in 1911.
Okay.
And she was 12 when this accident happened.
Okay.
So math it out. This is when Baba Vanga said she had lost her sight, but gained vision into the future. In 1925, Vanga was brought to a school for the blind in the city of Zemun, where she studied for 3 years. She was taught to read Braille, play the piano, knit, cook, and clean.
That's incredible.
Isn't it? Actually?
Yeah, it really is.
So I can't do any of that crap.
She was blind and just like in 3 years, like learned to play piano and knit. And,
But Braille.
And read Braille.
Like that's a very...
And she was already like 14 years old by that point, you know? So pretty crazy. Sadly, during this time, her stepmother passed and she had to go back home to take care of her younger siblings. She was about 17 around this time, and word started to get out about her special gifts.
What kind of special gifts? This sounds very spooky. Very spooky.
She was a juggler.
Oh, God.
She could juggle fire,
People.
people,
You name it. No
Ghosts.
question.
Souls.
goats, everything. During World War II, Strumica was ceded to Bulgaria. And in this time, Vanga attracted believers in her ability to heal. People visited her, hoping to get a hint about whether their relatives were alive or seeking for the place where they died.
Okay, so this was not just a physical healing. This was a spiritual, mental, metaphysical healing.
Yes. People just liked being around her. She just had this healing aura about her. And then that was already before she was even blind. People felt that way about her as a kid. And then when she became blind and was able to see in the future, just added this whole other element to her. On April 8th, 1942, even the Bulgarian Tsar Boris III had visited her.
Boris the Third.
Boris.
All right.
Boris.
Tsar Boris.
Tsar Boris. That same year, she married Dimitar Guserov, a Bulgarian soldier from the village of Kranitsilza, near
Dimitri
Petric.
is such a hot name.
Dimitar, not
Yeah.
Dimitri.
Well, what did I say?
Dimitri.
That's a dude, right?
Yes.
No, I stand by it.
And he had actually come to her asking for the killers of his brother. But he had to promise her not to seek revenge. So she was telling him, but then the promise was to not kill people who killed his brother. So then they got married. And they moved to Petric, where he's from, where she soon became very, very well known for her gifts. Dimitar was then conscripted in the Bulgarian army and had spent some time in northern Greece, which was annexed by Bulgaria at the time. And unfortunately, he fell into alcoholism and eventually died on April 1st, 1962. So they were married for about 20 years.
But Bulgaria had this portion of Greece at that time?
Yes.
That's crazy.
There's a lot going on around this time in that region.
Yeah,
Lots of
obviously.
things are shifting
Yeah,
around.
a lot of borders are changing, and
Yeah.
places are new places.
Well, because her
and-
father was pro-Bulgarian and anti-Serbia, and then he got arrested. There's a whole thing
And
going on.
every country at that time was like, fuck you, Greece.
And not only was Baba Vanga believed to have the gift to look in the future, many believed the prophet from the Balkans had the ability to heal people, becoming the go-to person for the rich and powerful. Among the people who followed her were heads of state, scientists, historians, and actors who would fly to Bulgaria only to enjoy a couple of minutes of her company. Baba Vanga,
That's
Right?
ridiculous.
isn't it?
Just a meet and greet and you're out. That's it, basically.
Just some coffee,
Get a
a
selfie.
scone.
Get a quick selfie.
On that guy's paycheck.
She also served as an advisor to the Bulgarian Communist Party leaders. And she continued to be visited by dignitaries and commoners throughout her life. After World War II, Bulgarian politicians and leaders from different Soviet republics came to ask her questions about the future. In early August 1976, Yugoslav actress and singer Silvana Armenulik was on tour in Bulgaria and decided to meet with Baba Vanga. Vanga only sat and stared out a window with her back to Silvana. She
nice.
did not speak. After a long time, Vanga finally spoke, and this is what she said. "Nothing. You do not have to pay. I do not want to speak with you.
Oh, shit.
Not now. Go and come back in 3 months." And as Silvana turned around and walked towards the door, Vanga said, "Wait. In fact, you will not be able to come. Go. If you can come back in 3 months, do so." Silvana took this as she was going to die and left her house in tears.
Oh,
Armenulik, so that's Silvana, died 2 months later
oh no.
in a car crash with her sister,
Oh, no.
Mirjana, and they both died.
Oh, my God.
Well, she can't save everybody.
What's it?
But she was basically like, I mean,
Can't
free
argue
will
that.
can happen. Mediums can see things. People can see things, but other things can shift. And
Well, there's different theories. Some people
Yeah.
think it's set. Some people think that it's just set. Other people think that every emotion has a decision path.
correct.
Just depends on your theories.
Because she was saying, like, oh, you won't be able to come. Well, you might be able to come. If you can, please do. And she just kind of told her to leave.
I'll leave the door. I'll leave the day open, but you're probably not going to come back.
Can I have any kind of clarity? No.
I don't want to. I don't
Well,
want to.
what if she just knew exactly what was going to happen? How do you even go about that? You can't look this person in the eye and be like,
That's
"Hey."
awesome. Yeah. Could you look someone in the eye and be like,
You and your sister.
I'll be honest
2
with you,
months.
man. You will not die this week, but you will be happy when you do, and you will go in your sleep. That person just goes, what the fuck, man?
They never sleep again. They just drink like
That's just-
monsters for months.
They died 2 days later, but super happy. Prophecy's complete.
All she could have said is like, "Hey, from now on, take the bus." Have you heard of Uber? Take Uber.
So Vanga was semi-literate in Bulgarian. She could read some Braille and Serbian, as she learned in Zemun. She did not write any books herself. So what she said, or allegedly said, has been captured by other people. So later, numerous esoteric books on Vanga's life and predictions were written. Baba Vanga predicted the terrorist attack on New York's Twin Towers.
Oh, my God.
She predicted it in 1989. She said, "Horror, horror, the American Brethren," which was believed to be a reference to the two brother towers, will fall after being attacked by the steel birds, the planes. The wolves will be howling in a bush, people think because Bush was president at the time, and innocent blood will gush.
Jesus.
That's the interesting part about all prophecies and all prophets is
The
that
interpretation.
it's always interpretation.
Yeah.
It's never just like, "Hey, on Thursday, Bob's going to die." It's always some weird, esoteric writing that can be interpreted in so many different ways.
Here's the thing that I love about predictions versus post-dictions, and that's what Mandaddy was alluding to. We go back and we go, my God, that was so accurate, and yet they didn't say 2 airplanes would hit 2 buildings in New York City and cause a catastrophic loss of life. But, however, looking back on it, that is eerily close to what
Right.
actually happened. So
Sure.
I'm always of that camp going, fuck me in the ass. That's super, super close.
What sort of camp do you go to?
Oh, you don't want to know.
The fun one?
No, you don't want to know.
I don't know if any of you guys are clairvoyant or claim to be, but I mean, maybe that's the rule. Like, this woman she knew this person was going to die. Let's say this story is true. She met this person and she just sees it like, oh shit, 3 months, this woman's going to die in a horrible car crash with her sister. And then she feels a weird sort of duty to tell her, but she can't, right? Like, or she doesn't.
I wouldn't tell that
What's a
person.
responsibility?
But what is that? What is the thing? Like,
would you be able to enjoy your life? Look, there's no way you can stop it. She knows there's no way you can stop it. If I tell you, you're not going to be able to enjoy the next 3 months or whatever.
Well, yeah, what's the point?
Knock yourself out. Hey, by the way, stop the diet. All right, have a great week.
Yeah, I would
just be very poetic and vague about it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
In 1980, she predicted the sinking of Russian nuclear submarine, the Kursk, in 2000.
Oh my God! Yeah, that was the one that went all the way under, and they could hear their activity in the sub for days afterwards. Right?
Is that what happened?
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
that's terrible.
The entire crew died.
That's
What she said
being
was
trapped in a tube of metal at the bottom of the ocean. That's got to be up there when it comes to just like, wow.
that's horrible.
Yep.
What she said about it was, at the turn of the century, in August of 1999 or 2000, Kursk will be covered with water and the whole world will be weeping over it.
Okay, now that's
No.
messed up.
No, you cannot tell me it said Kursk.
That's what this says.
Wow.
It's on the internet.
Now that's not post-diction anymore. That's a prediction.
Yeah, I mean,
So that's pretty tight.
pretty accurate.
That is accurate.
So here's a list of her major prophecies from 2016 onwards.
Do any of them mention me?
No, let's just hear it
Just
out.
don't want to get that out of the
Let's
way.
just hear it out. We will bleep it if it does.
2016, extremist Muslims will invade Europe, which will cease to exist as we know it. The ensuing campaign of destruction will last years, driving out populations and leaving the entire continent almost empty. That's what she said for 2016.
Was she working with Breitbart at this point?
Maybe. Baba Breitbart.
Nice. Well
They just shortened it. They just shortened it.
Baba
We
Breitbart.
figured you out.
Oh my God.
2023, the Earth's orbit will change, which doesn't really seem very likely, but 2025, the population of Europe will reach almost zero.
Whoa.
2028, mankind will fly to Venus in hopes of finding new sources of energy. 2033, world water levels will rise as the polar ice caps melt, this is already happening.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
2043, Europe's transformation into an Islamic caliphate is complete. Rome is named the capital. The world's economy thrives under Muslim rule. 2066, America will use a new climate change weapon for the first time to retake Rome and bring back Christianity.
Way off the rails.
It's
at
a
this
little
point.
crazy.
Whoa.
2100,
The driver's like, the brakes still work, man.
Has our own
Things
actual
are going
history
nuts.
been any more or any less intense?
Oh,
or
no, not at
strange
all.
than
You
this?
You don't know.
It's
You don't know.
absolutely the
well,
same thing.
she actually did. There is something that I did read that she predicted that Obama would be the last president.
Oh God!
Son of a bitch.
Don't
And everyone's
say
like-
that.
and everyone's
Use the name
like-
Obama, or was it just like the...
She said there wouldn't be a 45th president.
Oh, fuck. Fuck, man! This is supposed to be a fun little podcast! Now we're all doomed!
Holy shit!
Lock the doors.
2100, man-made sun illuminates the dark side of the planet. This is already in the pipeline. Since 2008, scientists have been working on creating an artificial sun using nuclear fusion technology. 2130, with the help of aliens, civilizations will live underwater.
This is 2030?
This is 2130.
Oh.
130.
We're
Thank
gonna
God we
need
did.
aliens to help
So
us
probably
live
not gonna make
underwater. I mean, that's kind of sad that we can't figure that out. We need aliens to help us with that.
Because
Yeah,
we're too
right.
worried about money. Is there money there? No, we don't care. No money.
Actually,
We don't
Elon
care.
Musk will be long dead, so yeah, we'll be lost.
Come on, Elon, put on the suit.
2201, temperatures drop as the sun's thermonuclear processes slow down. In 5070.
No, stop.
What? Holy
Really?
Why
yeah.
does it even fucking matter?
I want to hear what it says.
It's.
Like, who's going to be able to fact check that
This
one?
is the best one.
I've already been thoroughly freaked out.
You don't know,
by
man, Daddy.
the existing ones that we've seen. It's all of this is a lot to process. What? Please just tell me one thing. What is with the fucking darts? Like, this room is so gorgeous. There's maps everywhere, and there are
No!
just.
Hey!